Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through with Monty. Right before you is the late great entrepreneur B.Smith. B.Smith was a professionally known as she was a model. In fact, she was the first African American model to be featured on Mademoiselle magazine in 1976. She was an author, a businesswoman, and a television host. She was actually Martha Stewart before Martha Stewart. In B's latter years, tragedy did strike. Here she is with her second husband, Dan Gatsby, in happier times. Here they go in very happy times before Miss Smith unfortunately was stricken with Alzheimer's disease. Now, with this diagnosis, Dan decides to take up with this female here, and he reportedly moved her into his home. Now, he's in denial about that, but back then it was stated that yes, he did move, I believe her name is Alex, into his home. And I want you to listen to what happened.
She lived as good a life as you could for the time she had. That I'm proud of my daughter, and I'm proud of I'm proud of what I did, because I was not gonna warehouse her.
And you were with her all the time, which is extraordinary. Now, you had a relationship with a woman while you were living with your wife, and I understand this woman, Alex Lerner, moved into your...
No, not true.
No?
See, that's she never lived there. That was an angry woman reading. We had 7 bedrooms. There was a room that she could stay and put stuff, or if she wanted to bring somebody, or she wanted to, if it was kids or whatever.
And this was in New York, or in...
This was out here.
Out here in Sag Harbor.
But the press, and because of the racial situation...
She's white,
Yeah,
Alex,
she's white,
yes.
Yeah. The press and certain people had a field day with that. My wife dated white men, Asian men. I dated white, black, whatever. Some people are not comfortable with that, and they took it upon themselves. But Alex Lerner never lived in my house. She was there on weekends, twice a month, and I would go into town and I'd stay at her place on occasion, a day or two or whatever. But it was such a hot topic for a lot of people who...
I remember reading about it.
Who deal in salaciousness. But no, she never lived in there. She never.
And how did B respond to this?
B she was very kind to B when she was there. B is a lovely, even through Alzheimer's, even when she was angry. What was funny, my daughter and I still laugh at it, when she, they have a tendency, some people are really violent or really mean. She never cursed. And when she got upset with something, she would make up words because she couldn't figure out how to say curse words, and we would just laugh, and then she'd start laughing. So her spirit and her soul was always...
she was a lady.
You know what?
A good soul and a lady, and
amazing.
God dealt at the end a bad deck of cards.
Yeah.
It was a bad ending, a hard ending for her and for you.
Yeah.
And now, are you and Alex together anymore?
No, she took off, and whatever.
And you're healing from the loss of me, and
I wish her well. I mean, life has a way of whatever you deserve, you'll ultimately get, and that's fine.
Okay, so you heard that. Okay, so there you have it. So you heard Dan Gatsby giving his side of the story. So apparently this Alex Lerner chick, she just got up and up and just left him. He wasn't expecting it. He didn't really want that. But I want to touch on something. He said that it was a big uproar because she was white. And no, Dan, it was not a big uproar because she was white. It was a big uproar because of the disrespect that you showed B. Many people did not like the idea, even though you are denying it now, that Alex somehow moved in there with B while she was sick. Many thought that you were taking advantage of her, of a bad situation in which B was in. She was kind of helpless in a way, and you moved this other female in there. And that's what many people did not like. That was the main cause of contention. It was not because she was white. It was because of the utter disrespect that you showed B during her years in which she had Alzheimer's. Now, apparently you're nursing your wounds right now because Alex just got up and left. I mean, did she get enough money out of it? Did the money run out? No. I mean, you're heartbroken. You claim that she didn't move in, but at that particular time, I do remember another story being told. And you made it, you said something to the effect of, what you deserve, you will eventually get. So I guess you was referring to that with Alex, who just got up and left you and have you nursing your wounds. But have you ever thought that whatever you deserve, you're going to eventually get, it comes back to you because of how blatantly disrespectful you was towards B? With B having Alzheimer's, I'm not sure how much of a choice did she really have to this woman even moving in. And funny how you made it seem like it was just some great love story then. Probably truth be told, you were tired of taking care of B. You got tired of, I guess, taking care of what would be considered, a grown baby. And I don't mean that in a derogatory way, but, she couldn't really care for herself the way that she did when she didn't have the disease. So therefore, you took a younger female, mistress, girlfriend, whatever you want to call her. You moved her in, living off B's wealth pretty much. And eventually, she got up, she got tired, she showed her true colors, and she left you. And now I guess you have a lot of regret as to what you did to B. Well, regret is a good sign because it shows that there's a conscience there, and that's your conscience talking to you and teaching you to let you know right from wrong. So you can teach others how to behave, though, and teach others how to be more respectful to those who love them. And with that, that was another edition of Seeing Beyond and Through, and I will see you beyond and through.